Okay, today I'm going to make a short videos about the linear law for mx, and then this video I will focus on those like consider more complicated linear law question in SPM, because actually some of the students mentions that actually the linear law question I pose is too simple, so they hope they can learn something is more complicated. So yeah, so in this video I'm going to like I actually choose two example, two questions from Susbuddy. Yeah, the question is like more difficult as compared to the previous video I posed. Right, so let's have a look on the question. Okay, why I would say this question is like more complicated is because actually in this question it didn't give you any information like what they want for the vertical axis or horizontal axis. So you have to like define it yourself. Okay, when he give you the equation and you want to define it yourself, it will be somehow very complicated, because some question actually the question will ask you to plot the graph for y square against x square. Then you will know your vertical axis actually is y square and your horizontal axis actually is x square. Then you can easily arrange this equation according to the information given. But then in this kind of question, actually the question didn't give you any information about what the question want for the vertical axis or horizontal axis. You have to define it yourself. Right? Have a look on the question together. Okay, the table show the values of two variable x and y. So over here we know x and y is a variable. Alright, variable means actually the number actually can be changed based on the different coordinates. Okay, obtained from an experiment. It is known that they are related by the equation ax square y plus by equals to 1, where a and b are the constant. Okay, over here something very important is when you know x and y is a variable and a and b is a constant, is something very important whenever you want to rearrange this equation into the y equals to mx plus c form. Alright, so in the part A, so he give you a table, and then in part A he asks you convert the equations ax square y plus by equals to 1 to a linear form. So I say in this chapter something very important is you must always write your equation equals to in the y equals to mx plus c form. Alright, so I'm going to write y equals to mx plus c form. So over here, what I know is that my y and x is the variable. It can be any variable, but must be variable, cannot be the constant value. Alright, at the same time, my m and my c must be the constant value. That means for my m and c, I cannot have the variable in it. So what is the meaning of it? So the meaning of it is my m and c, I cannot have anything x and y into m and c. I must use only the a and b. Right? I can be a squared over b or b cubed or b power 100. It doesn't matter as long as it's the constant value. And then for the variable, I can be like x squared over y or y squared over x or x squared multiple y squared. It's okay, but must be variable, and these two must be constant. Alright, this is the meaning for variable and constant. So if you understand about this one, then let's see how to rearrange this one into the y equals mx plus c form. So I will got ax squared y plus by equals to 1. Actually you have few choice here. You can choose like divide x squared, divide y, divide x, divide y squared. You can choose anything, but then the problem is which one is correct. So over here I'm going to show you few example. Maybe got one or two example is wrong, but then I just want you to see why it is wrong. So let's say I see an x squared here. Maybe, so this is try and error. This is try and error. Right, try and error once. So what I will do is I trying to divide x squared. See what will happen. So I will got ax squared y over x squared plus by over x squared equals to 1 over x squared. So over here I can simplify. I got ay plus byx squared equals to 1 over x squared. Okay, So over here, you will face a problem is, you see y is a variable and x is a variable, and every single algebra here you got the variable. That means this one is wrong, because why? C you can't have the variable. C must be a constant value, because over here the whole equation you can see every single one have the variable, no matter it's y or x. You can't make this condition happen. Okay, because this condition have happened means your equation is wrong. So the first one is failed. Okay, let's see. I try and error 2. So over here, from the try and error number 1, I know that I need to have only 2 of it can have the variable. One is the y, the other one will be the x over here. So from the experience I got, of course I know I just divide by y for every single one. You will see what happened when I divide by y by every single one. This one I divide y, I got ax squared. Okay, this one got variable. This one divide by y, I got b. This is a constant. And then 1 divided by y, I got 1 over y. This is variable. So I only have one variable here and one variable here with one constant. Then I know this one actually, I can rearrange this one into the y equals to mx plus c form. So now I divide by y. Let's see what will happen after this. So I will got ax squared y divided by the y plus by divided by y equals to 1 over y. Alright, so I simplify. So over here I will got ax squared plus b equals to 1 over y. You see, I only have 2 of it got variable, and then this one is constant, because a and b is a constant, it's given. Alright, so over here, if I assume this one is a y, then this one a will be m, this one will be x, and this one is plus c. So I'm going to rearrange this one. I got 1 over y equals to ax squared plus b. Alright. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's out of the screen. Yeah. Okay. So if you see this one, I'm going to like clarify over here. What is my y? My y will be 1 over y from here, and my m will be a. My x will be x squared, and my c will be b. Alright. So you see, I already rearranged this one into the y equals to mx squared plus b. Alright. Then after you got this one, then only you continue to solve your table, plot your graph. Okay, you must make sure you can get something like this. Okay, in some of the example, actually you got you got more than one choice. Alright. Okay, but in this example, I think you only got one choice. If you can find out you got maybe the other choice, you also get 2 variables, just let me know in the comment. Alright, so after I got this one, yeah, so he asked you by defining y, x, m, and c. Yeah, I define over here. Alright, of course in the exam you must write properly. Yeah, alright, then b, he asked you plot the linear graph of a and draw the lines of the best fit. Alright, so now you're going to draw the linear graph. So what I need to do for the table is, I know now my x will become x squared. So I have to square all the value, become 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square. And then my y, my vertical axis, now it will become 1 over y. So that means what I will got is, I will got 1 over 0.5, 1 over 0.29, 1 over z, and 1 over 0.105, and 1 over 0.07. Alright, so after that I will form a new table. After I got the new table already, then I will draw a straight line. Alright, and then part C, of course he will ask you find all the unknown A, B, and Z. Alright, so because I want to save the time, so I already like pre-draw this one. Okay, so yes, so you can see this is the equation, right? So I write the equation over here, and this is the table. I'm going to show you what's the example. So I just remove this paper because this equation and this equation is the same, isn't it? So I remove this paper, I replace with this one. Alright, so from here, just now I say, okay, I will change all my here become x squared, isn't it? So you see I square every single one, and then I will change my y become 1 over y, because this is my y and this is my new x and new y. Alright, so you see 1 over y every single thing. Alright, then I just press the calculator. I will got this thing. So it's alright. So you just press the calculator. It's very simple. Of course, this one over z you can't press, so you just leave it here. Right. Then after I solve this one, I have to think, how am I going to plot the graph paper? So in order to plot a graph paper, I'm going to show you an empty graph paper. Of course, I already pre-draw it, but I just want to show you, because in this kind of question, the question didn't give you any information that where on the horizontal axis or vertical axis, like what is the scale they want. Like sometimes you give you want like 2 cm to 1 unit or 1 cm to 1 unit, but in this case he didn't give you anything, so you can do it whatever you want, but must make sure the graph paper you at least use 50%. Right, if you want the best, you can use 75% will be the best. Alright, so from here, if I want to use this one, okay, this is my horizontal axis and this is my vertical axis. From here, the first information I know that is I do not have any negative value. So if I do not have any negative value, means I can draw my graph over here. Okay, from here to here. However, some students actually use the corner one. Yes. Actually I not so recommend, but if you want, I think it's okay also. Right. So then, what is my maximum value and minimum value? So obviously my minimum value over here is 0 and my maximum is 25. So that means here I need to have I need to make sure I can fix like 25 over here. So normally what I will use is I will only use the scale for 1, 2 and 5. I seldom choose like 3 and 4. So what do I mean? That is like I will use like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for every 2 cm. But obviously 1 is not enough, 2 is not enough, so I will use 5. Like this one is 0, 5, and then we'll 10, 15, 20, and 25. Alright. So because 3 and 4 somehow is very hard for you to like measure, because if you use 4, like 4, 8, 12, every 2 cm here you got 10 square here, and every single small square actually represents 0.4. Or 3 is even worse, you got equals 0.3. So it will make you very hard to actually calculate, or you want to measure it's quite hard. So normally I will use 1, 2 and 5 will be simple. So in this case I use 5 means every single small square is 0.5. Alright, so I will use like 0, 5, 10, okay, and continue until 25. And then here, for the vertical axis, my minimum obviously is 0 and my maximum is 14.5. So I want to make sure I got enough at least 15. So I cannot use 1 because this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only can until 12. So I have to use like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so I will use like 2 cm for 2. Alright, then I just plot according to the coordinate I have. So I say just now I already pre-draw this one. So over here you can see this is what I have drawn, but yeah, it's somehow very hard to see. Let me zoom in a bit. Let me put on the middle. Alright, so I will have something like this. So you can see that I use like 2 cm for 5, right? 2 cm for 5, right? Alright, then what I need to do is, okay, I will plot all the coordinates and then I'll draw the straight line. Of course you have to understand what is the meaning for best fit. Okay, best fit is something like this. You have to make sure when you draw the linear line, it's passed through as many points as possible. And then those coordinates it didn't pass through, you have to make sure on your left hand side or on your right hand side, the coordinate must be balanced. For example, if you miss out 2 points over here, you have to make sure here is you miss out 2 points also, like a bit balanced, or here is 2, here is 1 is still okay. But you cannot draw the line when you miss out 4 points over here and 0 point over here. So you have to make sure left and right, the point you miss out is balanced, then only we call best fit. Alright, so you got dot like this, then you have to draw in the middle. Alright, yeah, if you want to know more about best fit, yeah, maybe you can go to have a look on the reference book. It's not really hard to understand. You just, if you got the point is like very messy, you just draw on the middle line. But normally what I will do is I will make sure it pass by as many points as possible. So like this one, the straight line actually passed by 3 points and then only miss out 1 point. Alright, and then two things very important for linear line for linear law graph. First is you always have to make sure your straight line will pass through the horizontal axis, because later you have to find the c, y equals to mx plus c, right? So you have to find your vertical axis intercept. Alright, and then the other thing very important is you always need to find the gradient. So you want to find the gradient, you can either choose 2 points on the line, or you choose the other 2 points is not given, but then it's easy for you to read. For example, in this case actually I choose this one because this one the number is very easy. This is 22.5 and 12, and then this one it is very easy also. This is 5 and 4. So I will choose these two because it's easy for me to read. Then what I will do is I just apply it into the gradient formula. So what is the gradient formula we have? So you can write it gradient or m, right? So I write gradient. So we know that gradient formula equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I just substitute the coordinate into this, right? Oh, of course in the exam you shouldn't write out the coordinate, but then here I want you to like easy to read, so I write out the coordinate for you. So this one is like 22.5 and this is 13. Alright, 1, 3. Alright, this coordinate actually is 5 and 4. Alright, so I can use 13 minus 4 over 22.5 over minus 5. Alright, then I just press the calculator. I think I can get the correct answer. Yes, alright, where is my calculator? Oh yeah, my calculator is over here. This is so messy. Right, so I just like 13 minus 4. Okay, divided by 22.5 minus 5. Put a bracket when you do divide. Alright. So I will got my gradient is 0.514. 0.514. I always leave like 3 significant figures. It's possible. Alright. Yeah, oh sorry, I used this pen, it's a bit hard for you to see. Yeah, maybe I just take out a bit. Okay, this is basically my step. Right, it's very simple. I just take the 2 coordinate, alright, and then find the gradient. And of course, I can read my y-intercept actually is like 1.5 because here it's like 10 box for 2, right? So every single one is actually like 0.2. Okay, 0.2. So this one is actually 1.5. Alright. So after I got this one, what I will do is I will solve the question. Okay. So I'm going to mark down the information I have over here into this paper. So from here, I know that my gradient equals to 0.514, and then my y-intercept, not even the vertical intercept, alright, is 1.5. Alright, and then of course the question also later on this question he will ask you to find the value of z. After you draw the graph, actually you can straight away find. It's like when x squared equals to 9, so you just have a look on 9 over here. So yeah, I just use the ruler. I think I can easily get when it equals to 9. What I will have over here is, yeah, so where is 9? 9 will be somewhere over here. Okay, this is 9. So when it equals to 9, what is the vertical value? So I'm going to like draw for you to see. Oops, a bit not so nice. So obviously I will got 6. Do you see that? Alright, if you can't see, maybe I just move a bit in front here. So you can see when I got 9 over here, and then I will got 6 for this one. But the problem for a lot of students, they might think that the 6 is for 1 over y, or the 6 actually is for, yeah, a lot of students might think that the 6 is actually for 1 over y, or the 6 is for y. Obviously, if you have a look on your vertical axis, the 6 actually is for 1 over y. So, for over here, what I know is my 1 over y is equal to 6. So if I will find my z value, alright, so what is my 1 over y over here? My 1 over y here is 1 over z equals to 6. Means the whole thing here is equal to 6, isn't it? So the whole thing equals to z. So my z will equals to 1 over 6. Alright, this is how we solve. Because a lot of students take this value as a 6, then he straight away say, oh, means that z equals to 6. This is not, because over here this is 1 over z. Alright, you must be careful on this. After that, he will ask you to find a and b. So on these cases, I know that my a actually is my gradient. Alright, and then my c is my y-intercept. So obviously, this one m, so a is equals to gradient. So a will equals to 0.514. And my c will equals to b. So b actually is the y-intercept. So it's a vertical intercept. I always say y-intercept. So it's b equals to 1.5. Alright. Then you see I can find a, b, and z. Then I will got full mark for this one. It's actually not really hard, but yeah, you need to understand about this question. Yeah, in order to like do it, like get a full mark for linear law. Because linear law for me, I think is one of the easiest chapter in MX. Like very easy to score because it just asks you to sketch the graph and then solve this one. He will give you 8 to 10 mark. Sometimes he will give you until 12 mark. Alright. Yes. Sorry about my video camera actually ran out of battery. So actually I already prepared like the second question. Yeah, but the second question maybe I will like make on the other video. So yeah, so this video I only will consist like one question. So I hope my explanation and my demo and everything can help you understand better about the linear law questions, especially on these kinds of like undefined questions. So I hope this video do help you a lot. If you got any comments, same thing, you post on my Facebook, post comment on my Facebook, my YouTube. But if you want to post on my YouTube, make sure you have the Google Plus account, because a lot of students post comment on my YouTube and they do not have the Google Plus account, and I just cannot reply them because YouTube is not allowed me to reply. Alright, so just make sure you just apply a Google Plus account. It's very simple. You just got a Gmail and then you register it. Alright, anyways, thanks for watching.